It is your boy Savage D Sag back up in this bitch. What is good? And man, we're here to talk about that Chainsaw Man greatness. Chainsaw Man chapter 126, and we got a couple things to get into, so let's jump right in. Okay, so first off, the chapter continues with the Falling Devil's dome piece being cut off by Denji. She caught her head and kicks Denji through a nearby building. As she proceeds to pick up the apple that she retrieved last chapter, the Fallen Devil says, "You must be Chainsaw Man." No shit. But she continues by saying that she won't kill any more humans, so they don't need a fight. She just needs to complete her final task of dropping Asa to hell, and then she can leave. Denji perks up and asks her to confirm that she said that she was going to drop Asa into hell, where the Fallen Devil does confirm that Asa is the final course to feed the residents of hell. And Denji goes off, saying that the devil gave him an excuse to kill her now, even though what she is saying makes no sense. Then in typical funny Denji fashion, he screams at the Fallen Devil to keep their hands off his ex-potential girlfriend. As he charges at the devil, she stops him with the tip of her finger on some Aizen Ichigo shit, saying that Denji is impeding her cooking, so he must leave. Then as she makes him fall, we see the most fucked up and trauma-inducing panel that it's probably existed since part 1 probably. We see Denji freaking out over the memories or fear of Power and Aki, two of the closest people in his life that not only he lost, but us all as the readers have lost too. Bruh, you know what? A moment of silence real quick for some real ones, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. But anyways, as Denji is floating, the Falling Devil sets their sights on Asa again, looking for our new best girl, but Chainsaw Man returns again, cutting up the devil. While the devil is baffled, Denji screams at her that, when he fights devils that uses mental attacks, he cuts up his brain as a rule, which is is funny as hell. Remember I said last review that he always has some weird way of bypassing these seemingly OP abilities. Denji, who already wasn't the smartest, is clearly suffering from brain damage because he walks up to the devil saying that he wants to eat corn dogs from France. Denji then starts eating the Falling Devil while simultaneously cutting her up while the devil is telling him to stop because she is not a corn dog. The Falling Devil seems to give in though, saying that maybe Denji is right and that as a chef, she should experience being eaten at least once. Then she expands inside of Denji, basically exploding out of him, giving her thanks for the experience, but now, that she needs to return to her cooking. Denji ain't no hoe though, so he stabs her through her head defiantly, but then she flicks him off like a fly, and Denji falls to the floor, leading to a splattering of blood. The Falling Devil leaves, saying that they detest ugliness, and Denji weakly asks her to come back and still fight, like he ain't split down the middle like a hot dog. Then we see someone walk up to Chainsaw Man, cutting the palm of their hand and offering some blood to allow Denji to revive, saying that they still need Chainsaw Man to fight. The Fallen Devil is then pulling up to Asa on some Mary Poppins shit, with Asa being startled that she was found. Bruh. Okay, so first off, thank you, Fujimoto. We got a fight again finally. Now, it wasn't a conventional fight of course, but it had everything needed to make it a good fight nonetheless. The blood and guts were there, and the goofy Denji logic that somehow makes sense was there. Even the traumatic touch of power in Aki via the devil's abilities. One of my few gripes with part 2 was not having enough action, so I had to praise Fuji for this one right here because it's always fire getting to see Chainsaw Man in action. 2. So I wonder who the figure is that walked up on Denji. At first, I wanted to think that it was Yoshida or even Nayuta, but upon further thinking about it, but my guess is actually Haruka, the Chainsaw Man simp that went so far as to have a chainsaw starter implanted on himself. I don't know, it makes the most sense to me, and remember that he has been following Asa and Denji since after their aquarium date, and we haven't seen him since. This is probably his time to save his idol and serve a purpose in the story at the same time. But shit, the Falling Devil saying that they need to feed the residents of hell? Asa? It reminds me eerily of how a lot of devils popped up in part 1, wanting Denji's heart for the gun devil and other shit like that. What does this have to do with the Nostradamus prophecy and even Fami's plans? Also, with the Falling Devil pulling up on Asa, I wonder what fight, she's gonna put up now, or maybe if we will get some Asa Denji team up going on, that would be kind of fire too. The story is in a good place right now, shit. If you have anything to say about what I had to say, drop a comment. Y'all know I read them. Like, sub, show some love to your boy. It's your boy Savage D Sag and I'm out. Peace.